Hello my dear students, today I am going to discuss regarding the basic concepts which is related to the chapter, that is the employment. Okay, so first, what is GDP? First, GDP. Okay, so what is GDP? So it is the money value of all final goods and services produced in a country in a year. It is called gross domestic product at market price. Once again, it is the money value of all final goods and services produced in a country in a year is called gross domestic product at market price, because here GDP is always calculated on the market price. Okay. Second is the economic activities. Economic activities. So these are the activities which contribute to gross domestic products. That is very easy. Once again, these are the activities which contribute to gross domestic product. Okay. For example, farmer grows wheat for sale. Doctor treats patients. A bookseller helps the students in the purchase of what? In the purchase of books. So these are the example of economic activities. Next is the third, that is the workers. Workers. Okay. So many times you have heard the name, that is the workers. So all those people who are engaged in economic activities in any capacity, whether they are the high or low, they are considered as workers. In a simple word, we can say all those people who are engaged in economic activities are known as workers. For example, the farmer, the doctors, the brokers, etc. Okay. So here, that is the most important thing is that workers also includes all those who help the main workers in the economic activities. Workers are always paid by their employers for their works. Okay. Even the people who are employed in the form of self-employment, they will also be considered as workers. Okay. And that's why you can define all those people who are engaged in economic activities. Okay. So here we can divide the workers in three forms. Okay. First, that is the why three forms? In the four forms. Okay. First, hired workers. Okay. So hired workers, regular workers, casual workers, and the last, that is the self-employed workers. Okay. So here there are four kinds of workers. One is the hired workers, second is the regular workers, next is the casual worker, and self-employed workers. So first, that is the hired workers. Okay. So who is considered as hired workers? So these are the workers who are employed by others. Listen once again. These are the workers who are employed by others and paid wages or salaries in return of their services. So this is also known as wage employment. This is also known as wage employment. Is it clear? So hard workers may be two types. One is the regular workers. So this is the part of hard workers. Okay. So these are the part of hard workers. The workers may be the regular or the workers may be the casual. Okay. So first of all, that is the regular workers. These are those workers who get social security benefits such as pension, gratuity. Okay. That is known as regular workers. Any doubt? No. So these are those workers, regular workers are those workers who get social security benefit such as pension, gratuity funds, etc. Okay. Whereas the casual workers are those workers who do not get social security or benefits such as pension, gratuity, etc. Clear? In our country, here the percentage of the regular worker is very less, that is the 18%, whereas the casual workers are 30% in our country. Okay? So in case of casual workers, we will take the example of construction workers, laborers, the persons who are engaged on a daily basis, they are also considered as casual workers. Clear? Now, come to the self-employed workers. So these are the workers who uses their own resources such as land, labor, capital, enterprises, etc. to earn, not etc, sorry, because there are four factors of production: land, labor, capital and entrepreneurs. So these are those workers who use these factors of production to earn their livelihood, that is known as self-employed workers. So these workers in our country, such kind of workers are more, and it is nearly more than 52%. So 52% people are engaged in the form of self-employed. Okay. So this is the basic kinds of workers. Now come to that is the labor force. Third, that is the fourth, labor force, and fifth, that is the workforce. Is it clear? So one is the labor force and other is workforce. So what is the labor force? It includes employed and unemployed workers. Labor force includes all those persons who comes under the age group of 15 to 16. Age group 15 to 60. All those persons who are in the age group of 15 to 60, they are considered as labor force. Okay. So it includes either they are employed or unemployed. Even they are willing or they have interested to do the work at the given wage rate or the present wage rate, it doesn't matter. Clear? Whereas the workforce, so only those people will be considered who are really engaged in a particular work. Okay? So the actual persons who are already working, they will come under the workforce. Clear? So we can say it includes all those who are employed at a particular work. Okay, so engaged person or the working persons only be considered as workforce. Is it clear? So on the basis of it, labor force is equal to what? All those persons who comes under the age group of 15 to 60. So whether they are employed or not, it doesn't matters. Okay, so unemployed person plus workforce, labor force is equal to unemployed and workforce. Means employed. Unemployed and employed both are known as labor force. They must come under the age group of 15 to 60, whereas workforce is equal to number of persons working. Number of person working. So these are considered as workforce. Is it clear? Next, that is the employment. 6. Employment. Clear? So what do you mean by the term employment? So it is an activity which enables a person to earn. Okay? In other words, we can say, if all those who are willing and able to work are working at the existing wage rate, this situation is called employment or full employment. Okay? So employment means it is the activities of the person who are really engaged. Is it clear? Next is the unemployment. The same thing. It is the ratio of unemployment refers to a situation in which the people are interested to do the job at the given wage rate. They have also ability, willingness to do the work, but they are not getting the job. So this situation will be considered as unemployment, and employment just opposite of it. Okay, if all those persons who are willing and able to work and are working at the existing wage rate, this situation is known as employment or full employment, and just opposite it, they are willing to do the work at the given wage rate, they have the ability to do the work, but they do not get the job. That is known as unemployment. Okay, and the next and the last, that is the rate of unemployment. The rate of unemployment. Okay, so what is the rate of? Rate means that is the speed. So number of unemployed person divided by, just tell me, labor force. Labor force into 100. That is known as the rate of unemployment. Once again, what is the rate of unemployment? That is the number of unemployed person divided by labor force into 100. That is known as rate of unemployment. So in the form of definition, you can say it is the ratio of number of unemployed persons to labor force multiplied by 100. That is known as the rate of unemployment. or we can say it is a ratio between the number of unemployed person and the labor force, and the value will be multiplied by 100. That is known as rate of unemployment. Is it clear? So these are the basic concepts. Okay, thank you.